I saw something. A flower. Bloomed from nothing.
Okay, we're live. Well, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I did this. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I said I will do, exploring some old Minecraft creepypasta worlds. We're just gonna go down memory lane here. I have made a lot of creepypastas over the years. And I'm just gonna go into Minecraft and see which ones we can visit. Let's do this. Now, since most of my creepypastas were filmed in 1.12.2, I am going to play on this version. Yeah, well, it really has been a long while since I did this. I haven't spoken English in a while, so you're gonna have to excuse me if I sometimes sound a little off. Yeah, it always freezes at Minecraft Comes Alive. Somehow that mod just kind of conflicts with something in the launch jar. I think I should turn on the music. I'm just gonna keep it down to about this volume level, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it around this volume level. Hello? Are you responding? What? Somehow... Wait, did it? Somehow it didn't display Minecraft there. What? That is really weird. Wait, how the fuck is this happening? I think I'm gonna try and restart it. That is so weird because just a minute ago it showed up perfectly fine in my OBS. I think since I had been playing on my 4K the other day that it defaulted to that window size and just positioned itself off. I might take a look to the displays. This one is the main display, right? Where do I see that? You usually had a button where you could see that. Oh, here it is. Okay, well then. I do hope it shows up right now. This time. Also, we're having Burial tonight for this live stream. The musician Burial, the two-step, dubstep musician. I've been listening to his work recently. I hope my microphone volume isn't too soft compared to the desktop audio. Nah, we'll see though. Please work. Something weird is going on. Maybe I should turn on game capture. Yeah, that is really fucking weird. Okay, let me try it with game capture. Oh, yeah, that works. Okay, we've got past that point. I might have to turn off game capture, so the game capture audio input so that it doesn't conflict with the desktop input. See if all the settings are good. Looks like it though. Yeah, and you might think, why is it looking so weird? That is because I have a resource pack installed, and I've been building a world where I was planning on filming a new kind of creepypasta Dark Stuff Minecraft kind of thing. I featured it in a earlier live stream, but I've never really gone into depth what kind of thing it is. So this is I think I'm gonna switch the music to Because to be honest, Burial's new EP probably isn't very suited for live streaming. It's more of an ambient listen, really. Anyways, this is the hotel I've been building on. I did a stream on this before, but I've never really gone into detail what it is about. So basically, it's about this kind of guy who wants to do a challenging hike through the woods. And his hike through the woods leads to him getting lost in the wilderness. It's basically your standard found footage kind of thing where the guy disappears, they find his camera a couple years later, and they piece together what happened to the man. That's the kind of thing I wanted to do. And this hotel is where the guy stays at. Now currently the hotel is still under construction, but I could give a quick look around the hotel, what it looks like. So basically this is the reception. This is where you basically where you're getting the keys to the room and everything. This is where the hosts are. And behind this fence gate, there is a kitchen. Now again, I did show it in a previous live stream, but for those who haven't seen this before, this is basically a massive multi-year project I've been working on, though it did kind of stall because I had other priorities, such as work, school at the time. Thankfully I already graduated from school. But yeah, that's the kitchen. Lights are all functioning. I do think I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Or I'll just turn my microphone louder. I think I'm gonna do that. Just a sec. Let's see if this is better. Testing. Testing, testing. Yeah, that'll do. Turning on game capture again, so that it doesn't fuck up whenever I go back into Minecraft. Also, when I did the previous live stream, I still didn't have my new GPU. New as in 3 years old at this point. But at the time I was getting very low FPS because somehow the hotel is really laggy. Now I'm getting decent FPS. Decent. I've never seen above 200 FPS in this hotel before. Never, ever, at any point. Anyways, so this is the restaurant. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tables with more seats than I could count. So yeah. And I also think I haven't shown the individual floors of this hotel. I'm gonna do a quick sweep of this hotel though before I move on. And I also want to show something of the trail that the man is gonna hike before he disappears. So yeah, I'm just kind of gonna rush this. So yeah, you're basically getting a standard room with a lookout over the corridor and another lookout over where the servants bring the food to their customers. Waiters. Yeah, that's the word, waiters. Like I said, I haven't spoken English in a while, so give me a little bit of a break here. This is what the bathroom looks like. Is it normal that... Oh yeah, the tap needs to be filled. I think I'm gonna do that right now real quick. There, that's better. Very good. I do have to turn off the lights, otherwise I'm consuming power and that's a little bit wasteful. Because for as long as the hotel isn't open yet, as long as no guests are using these rooms, I think it is kind of wasteful to keep the lights on. Though it does help you seeing everything better. So yeah. Those were rooms 2 and 3. Is there something behind here that I need to show? No, that's a dead end. Maybe it isn't even that wrong to make a passageway here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I might build that in a separate time. My stream is 60 FPS, right? I'm looking over at my monitor and it's almost like it's 30, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's just the frame rates don't exactly match. Yeah, this is the janitor's office. Boring stuff. And here are the toilets. I think I did the mill symbol wrong here. It should be the other way around. But I'm not gonna bother right now, because I don't really care about that sort of stuff. This is probably the largest room here, with the largest bathroom and everything. Nah, maybe not. It's just a really long corridor leading up to the bathroom. Anyways, you sleep here, you watch TV here, you shit over here in the bathroom. I should probably install a shower here, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I should really make a list of bullet points of what I want to build here. And I'm gonna hit the loo for a second in a few minutes. But first I'm gonna just do the tour of the rest of the rooms. Yeah, so this is the 3rd floor. So rooms 3.426. I don't exactly know why this is here. Oh yeah, this is of course the waiter's passage. Here's room 3.4.04. The bathroom. This is a very weird choice. I don't know why he did that. Whatever though. .5. Yeah, as you can see, the rooms are beginning to become a little bit smaller. Wait, is it raining again? Oh yeah, it is raining again. I gotta turn down the ambient volume of this, because I also have a mod installed called Ambient Sounds, and it adds some more sounds and soundscapes and everything. Really gives it a lot more atmosphere. Yeah, we've got those other rooms over there to explore. And this is kind of cool. Here you can overlook the waiter's passage. Maybe an important detail that I forgot to tell you is that I built this back in 2021 and 22, and I've never really continued on it, which actually is a shame, because I do really like this kind of building, and I really want to use this for a future project at some point. But yeah. Yeah, this is the yeah. You've got all of these rooms right here. 3.07. I think the 4th floor, and then I'm done. And then I'm just gonna go to other worlds. That lightning strike didn't finish. Oh, yeah, I've got the symbol correct, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I've got the symbol correct here. For the 19 more rooms like this, only here the TV is hung up on the wall. So I think it's unique, I guess. Oh yeah, and you can look down at the entrance here, if you're tall enough to actually see it beyond the ledge. Let's see, where's 20? Oh yeah. room 420. This is where all of the drugs is being done. All of the LSD. Am I saying that correctly? I don't do drugs, I don't know which one 420 is. Not that I really care in the long run anyways. Yeah, and this floor is still under construction, as you can see, though a pretty significant portion of this floor is done. And I also really like this one a bit more because it's more spacious. You've got these paintings on the wall. I think the design of this room is particularly interesting. Why the fuck do I say room? It's like a whole thing. Coffee table. Yeah, I still have a lot of work ahead. Tunnel over there leading into the mountains. I never bothered to finish that. Anyways, this is a small neighborhood. There's my red smart car parked over there. I might actually want to use that because it's fun. This is a car from the Crayfish vehicle mod. Whoa, this car accelerates fast though. Probably because it's an electric car. I guess it's a Tesla car. It doesn't really drive that fast though. But that's okay, I don't need to go far with this. Yeah, that's right, I'm driving here. Yep. This road is all mine. No deer's gonna run into my headlights right now. And I'm gonna park here. Gonna take up a large chunk of parking spot because I'm a dickhead. I don't think I've ever given you guys a sneak peek into these houses, so I think I'm gonna give you a very quick overview. Welcome, bienvenue. It's also in French because this would technically be in the French part of Canada. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Kitchen, TV room. It's a pretty concrete kind of house. This is the bathroom, small bathroom. Bedroom is kind of nice with the glass. Yeah. And there's also the trail up ahead. We're gonna take a look at that for a quick second. I don't like it being so rainy, so I'm gonna change the weather. Okay, so basically when you get to the trail, you get two options. You can either do the normal trail, which is 6.6 miles, and is relatively easy. And the other one is the long trail, the scenic trail. It's 20 miles long. It has a pretty high difficulty, 2 resting points, and that is it. And mind you, this is not just a straight 20 miles. This is 20 miles through difficult terrain and everything. Yeah, so you're basically walking this route over here. I think I should turn on some shaders for this, but I'm kind of doubting because it will impact my performance. I don't know, what should I do? Nah, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm just gonna keep the shaders for whenever the creepypasta gets filmed. Yeah, I could do this in a creepypasta format though. That it's just all chat typing instead of voice acting, because that was what I was initially planning on doing. but I think I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, you're basically getting to this log cabin. Out of my way, you, or I'll smack you in the fucking face. Yeah, you can prepare yourself here for the walk. I see a knife and I see a guy that is armed. But yeah, I'm taking a knife to a bow fight. So yeah, let's not. Even though I'm in creative mode, so I would win this regardless. Yeah, but this is basically you get this kind of information sign right here. And this is where the scenic trail starts. So you're walking this trail all the way into the wilderness. Past this beautiful lake. Pardon me. And as you can see, the terrain becomes gradually more difficult, increasingly difficult. Is this where the trail continues? Yeah. Yeah, you really don't want to slip here because you'll basically slide down, hit some rocks on the way. Even though you cannot slip in Minecraft, but yeah, it has to be kind of this realism thing. Speaking of wolves, we have got wolves in the Netherlands here now too. And they were sighted in a nearby national park where I live. So yeah. Yeah, so the trail goes and through the forest and deeper into the forest and more difficult terrain. Yay. And done. Done with this one. Now, the one that I really wanted to visit here is one that I hold great memories to. Once the resource pack is done loading off, but it is. Seems like nobody has chatted yet. At least not as far as I could see. Yeah, let's just go into the Emperorlands first, because that is the world where I filmed the very first creepypasta all the way back in 2019. And this is it. And that is the house where it all started. It is still here and it is still standing, even though it burned down in episode 2. But I rebuilt it, of course. Oh man, being here just makes me extremely nostalgic. It's amazing. I love being here. Oh. Even most of my original tools are still here. That is just... Actually, were those really my original tools? I'm actually kind of curious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up the video where I'm gonna pull up the video that had the Emperorlands, the original episode. Okay, Emperorlands episodes. Let's actually have a look. Look at this, look at this. This is how I edited my videos back in the day, and it's amateurish, it's nostalgic, it's terrible. But it is my very first ever Minecraft creepypasta video. The Emperorlands in italicized red text. Also, the text flashes by way too quickly. Yeah, this is wait, what does my story look like? Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I don't think that was my original inventory, but yeah. The sad thing is that I lost all the original footage from before Seed 999 Part 2, so that is October 2019, I guess. So I cannot remaster this, and even if I could, it would probably look terrible. Because I had recorded this in OBS Classic, I think, with a default bitrate of 2500 kilobits per second. And it caused some significant compression, as you can see, including the occasional frame skipping. It took me quite long to find out where the frame skipping came from, because I thought my computer could handle 60 FPS recording, but apparently it didn't. Which was stupid, because by the time I found out about it, I had already made most of my videos. You see, the frame skipping right here, that is something that I've always been wondering why that happened, until I found out. Yeah, this video makes me nostalgic for sure. Oh my gosh, his stuff is gone. It's all gone. No! How did that happen? Oh my gosh. That is so creepy. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not creepy at all. Okay. Let's go back to the music. This is Burial. Definitely check the guy out. He's done some amazing music. Especially his album Untrue is worth giving a listen. Okay, and let's continue. Oh, fuck, of course, I need to switch to the game capture. Jeez. Yeah, so now we know this was not my original inventory. Bugger. I'm gonna skip the night though. Yeah, it's just... It is just so nostalgic being here. Whoops, wrong settings. Just being here makes me feel like I'm in a time capsule or something. As if I'm walking inside of a time capsule. Speaking of the Emperor Lands, let's go to the castle where it all started, shall we? And we don't have to worry about our stuffs getting removed because I disabled that command. Oh, never mind. I didn't! Whoops! Psych! I didn't. Whatever. Oh my god. Okay then. Oh my god, that was funny. Oh no. Yeah, that was hilarious. Okay, and on we go. And on we go. So basically putting anything in my inventory is gonna remove it. Right? Apparently not. Maybe it's immune to booster tracks? I don't know. I'll do it manually though. Wow, this is wow. This is something. Yeah. So, for the record, I built this all the way back in 2019. 6 years ago. I think it was around January of that year when I started building this castle. And on February 24th of that year, I filmed my very first creepypasta video, like ever. And it's all still here, except for the wall-mounted text signs. Those are gone somehow. But yeah, I built those in later, around 21 or 22, 2021 or 2. But the original castle has been untouched ever since the final episode. And we're inside of this nostalgic place right now. It's kind of fitting. The track that is playing right now is called In McDonald's, and it's basically this kind of nostalgic song. Yeah, just being here gives me... It takes me back to the moment where I built all of it and I conceived the ideas on the spot. Like the skeletons putting their swords into their skulls. And the anvil chains holding a chandelier of redstone torches. Yeah, it all comes back now. I hear silverfish too, and guardians. There's a clock. And here's the kitchen. All the red blood is gone. This is basically like a cleaner version of the castle. Here's the dinner table. Oh man. And the nether portal too. The broken nether portal that I never used. I gotta make an episode with the nether portal at some point. But I never did somehow. I must say the track playing right now is really fitting though. Let's look over here. This is where the guardians are swimming. And the cool thing is that there is a guardian spawner right here. And a squid spawner. And every time a squid spawns, the guardians shoot their lasers at the squids. And the squids get attacked with it. You see that? It is kind of dark in here, but you'll probably see it. We've got a lot to explore here. One thing that I've probably never shown you is the dungeon. At least not in full, because you have probably seen this section where I wake up in one of the cells. There's a Yelp sign. I walk out and I woke up upstairs. That was the 4th episode, New Life. But I've never shown you this part, perhaps. This is a section of dungeon. Yeah, it just gives me the creeps being here. But yet again, it also makes me nostalgic. So basically when you're locked up in here, you're essentially just stuck in the dark. And it's terrifying. I do not want to be found in one of these dungeons. I definitely do not want to wake up in one of these dungeons. Especially right here where it's like super dark and everything. Yeah, I've no interest in going here as a prisoner. What's also pretty cool is from the entrance hall you can basically look right down into the dungeon from behind the bars. I think I've never shown you that before. This is another lobby that leads directly to the library, the bookshelf maze. There's always lava dripping from this spot because right here is the end portal that leads to the pyramid in the Reoccurrence, the 5th episode. As you can see, the maze wasn't that big, and in episode 2, Heads, I said that I got lost in this maze for 25 minutes, which was just a straight up lie because you could find your way out of this thing in a minute. And over here you have the lumber and the haystacks and everything. And what I could have done was working my way out of here with that axe. Although that would have been impossible because you need a pickaxe to mine through stone. Minecraft Basics 101. This is the rooms where I saw Noel. It was actually the other room. This is also where I woke up in Emberlands 5 The Reoccurrence. Excuse me, I'm talking so quickly because I actually need to piss really bad, so if you excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Just stay tuned. It'll be a minute. Okay, I'm back. Back from the sewers. Almost got flushed by the toilet. Nah, just kidding. I'm still here. Just kidding. Okay, let's continue with our exploration. Let's just pretend nothing happened here. Yeah, but basically this is the bedroom where I wake up in Emperorland's the reoccurrence. I'm sorry, I'm gonna rephrase that. So this is the bed where I woke up in the reoccurrence, the 5th episode of the Emperorlands. And this is where Noel was, in the closet. And as far as I'm concerned, he should stay in the closet. Get what I'm saying? Anyways. The end portal over here, broken like it was in 2019. And the Herobrine Shrine is not here because that was added later in a newer version of the world. Because I have a version of this world in 1.12.2 and one in 1.16.5. And we're currently in the 1.12.2 version. So yeah, this is basically the Emperorlands. This was the set of my very first Minecraft creepypasta. And I am still proud of this particular structure. I know it's very cubic and a little bit on the simplistic side, but it was pretty unique and pretty amazing to be able to make a creepypasta out of this. And I wasn't that good of a builder back then. Anyways, that is it so far for the Emperorlands. I might show around some of the houses, but they are not very interesting. It's just a bunch of... what the fuck? Why is there a railcraft block in here? Right, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's basically that kind of abandoned house, log shack kind of thing. Is the well where I dropped the lantern, yeah. And the sun is setting in the Emperorlands, and so am I. Who's Dre? Who's Dre? I don't know him. I've no intention to. Now, I do also have the world of horror.exe. We might take a look at it right now, but there isn't the sewer somehow got lost, which sucks ass, absolute ass. But the only save I had of this world was one dated from before I had completed the sewer. Anyways, the house is still standing though, and I actually gave it a little bit of a reform, shall I say. So yeah, this is basically the house where the guy lived that went into the sewer to film that creature and got chased out of it. And in order to fit the 90s time period, I placed 90s computers on the tables. Because one mistake that I would frequently make is that I didn't get it chronologically right. So I placed modern 16:9 TVs in a time period where it is only 4:3. Because that was the ratio of TV at the time. This is the outdoor area, trampoline, dinner table, outdoor dinner table, the grill, a couple of crates with nothing in it. I don't think it's that interesting, really. But yeah, there's a sewer over here that I still have to do something with. It's currently under construction, shall we say, for maybe a follow-up video. But the sewer that was featured in the horror.exe video is over here. So you enter here, and this is basically it. The signs are gone, but the sewer is Yeah, you'll probably see. Yeah, it's incomplete. I lost the save where the sewer was. And all that I have now is this. Yeah, it's not that good. So yeah, I am yet to reconstruct the sewer for preservation purposes. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically the Horde.exe world. Not much to discover here. The next one is the Seed 999 world. Just have a look. Oh, I'm in survival mode, and I'm surrounded by zombies. Not good, not good. Oh! I would have actually wanted to grab a hand cannon or a shotgun and completely scatter that skeleton all over the place. But it doesn't matter. Because this is basically the Seed 999 world. Complete with the improvised staircase and the wall cabin. How do you call that? A wall house, I guess. Mountainside house. Whatever the case. But yeah, it's all still there, except for the bed, of course. I do kind of want to skip the night, so I'm just gonna change the weather and the time, and all those mobs will go up in flames. There you go. That's a beautiful sight. So this is the log cabin. Why do I keep saying log cabin? It's a fucking mountainside house. Whatever. I mind the coal here. Here's the explosion that drew me to it in the first episode. And the trees that were burned here in the first episode of Seed 999. And there's another interesting structure, which is where I encountered these orb things. And yeah, all those eyes looking at me. And basically the trick was I hid these entities underground. I made these entities die. And it was basically a chain of command blocks, and when I walked past this white tulip, a timer would go off, which causes them to die. Just take a look, if it works though. I think at this point they should have died, right? I gotta investigate that. Because yeah, as you can see, there is a string of command blocks. Let me place the torches. Oh, the circuit is broken. Okay. You see, this is where the guy was hidden. And as you can see, it's basically like a large timer, a long string of command blocks. Which gets me thinking, maybe I should show you guys the command blocks in the Emperorland's The Reoccurrence episode, the 1.16.5 version. So yeah, that was there. And it was in this spot that there was this well. This is where the fictional character Rana 332 died. So he fell into this water basin, got teleported to these pillars, and this was where this is where the entity teleported to him and one-hitted him. And if I'm not mistaken, the signs are still here. Let's have a look. Yep, they're still here. Everything is still here. And the obsidian where the guy got teleported. Let's have a look. really stupid looking arrow made of netherwart bricks. Is that, and then you end up over here on the pillar. And this is where basically the guy teleported. I actually did that by manually moving the NPC with each pillar, and then cutting the footage and placing glitches between the cuts so that it wouldn't look too suspicious. And that's how I got that effect done. Now, because I gotta go and walk the dog the neighbor's dog in a couple of minutes, I cannot stay around for too long. But yeah. Actually coming back to all of this entire world, basically it takes me back to those times of filming it. Yeah, it really is something special. Yeah, dang. Like, it is all still here. Everything that I had mined out and changed and altered. Yeah. Now that I actually stand still and look at all of it, yeah. I mean, of course, I revisited this world for part 3 in 2023, but after that, I have never been here again. Yeah. See if there's any other worlds that I need to... Oh yeah, Death Mountain, but we're gonna do that in another live stream. Yeah, there's a lot of worlds in here that I still have to visit. The NTD world. Oh, my timer goes off. I'm gonna have to go soon. Survive with forests. I don't remember ever being here. Okay, so we've had Ven Valley, Emperorland's Horror World, and World 1. And if I'm not mistaken, there is also a world where the Rake was filmed. Oh yeah, and the UCSC, of course. That is also a pretty important one. I also want to show around this world at some point, but not now. Green Steve Island. I must have that. I must have that world on here somewhere. I think it was called Cottonville or something. Yeah. Thing is, I haven't been to a lot of these worlds in such a long time, and there's so many of them. Dude, am I just missing it completely? Siberia 2. Yeah, I just can't find it. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, it's been interesting coming here and exploring all these worlds and coming back to the memories, and just looking back at all of it is just really special to me. Yeah. And also showing around some worlds that never really made it to a video but are worth showing nonetheless. But I'm gonna do a follow-up live stream soon. Now I don't really have the time anymore, but if I get to it, then I definitely will do that. But for the time being, I'm Blight Productions. I'm gonna log off and I'll just say goodbye to you all. Have a nice evening. And until the next time, goodbye.